Minecraft 1.20 is officially out now. For both Java and Bedrock, you can now enjoy all of these new features from rafts to camels to archaeology, and today I want to show you all of those, including the ones that weren't in the betas or snapshots but are in the update, and indeed the reverse, because there is no bundle in 1.20, but there is a very interesting other thing that you might not have expected. But let's start with the new panorama. The Java panorama is always shown before an update, but the Bedrock one was only just shown, and here's my first reaction. It's real nice. The sunset is definitely more like muted than we've seen before. It's not super vibrant. It's like, yeah, this is a chill place to hang out. It's a nice place to be. It definitely feels, again, like more of a relaxed Minecraft update. I think everything in this update is designed around making existing things better. But you didn't come here just to watch a panorama, nice though it may be, and the new trailer, as wonderful as this might have been animated. I love the moment where the charged creeper is being defended against, and they jump across the hill of a camel. It's a really nice example of things you'd like to do in Minecraft. But here are the things you can do in Minecraft as of this update, and I'll be relatively short on the features because I have made quite a few videos going through all of them. In fact, I made one mega video covering every feature in this update, but if you want it sorted down to one hotbar or less, here are the 9 major features in 1.20. One of these is archaeology. You can now brush up suspicious sand or gravel to find all sorts of new weird things, including the sniffer. The sniffer grows from a sniffer egg. It's the most interesting egg Minecraft has, and when you have sniffers, they will every now and then grow you or give you the seeds which you need for a torch flower or a pitcher pot. In fact, one of them's just done it right here. Torch flower seeds and pitcher pods can only come from sniffers, but also are the only way to breed them. A very interesting kind of gameplay loop right there. Speaking of gameplay loops, there is a brand new type of logs. Everyone knows you need logs in the world, but cherry logs are a new thing, and they come with fences and slabs and stairs and all the other types of things that you'd expect, which is wonderful because there's also a second brand new type of wood, which comes in the form of bamboo. This new type of bamboo can be used to make chiseled bookshelves, which is great. Also, there is a new piglin head. This is just, honestly, just put it on your head and you'll realize that, wow, it's kind of funny, the ears move. You can also use it for mob sounds, and the way you get it is having a charged creeper strike a piglin. This is something that is insanely hard to do because this update is filled with bizarre features like that. Here's another one that you might not appreciate because you might not realize you're doing it. You can now have hanging signs, of course, but you can also write on both sides of a sign. That is an incredible quality of life change that kind of fits what they're trying to do with this update. They are trying to make a massive quality of life update, and they're doing a pretty decent job, not just with the slightly new and improved sculk sensors, which can be calibrated and do all sorts of new fun things that I've definitely played around with, but also you have a brand new set of sounds. There's 4 new music tracks that are on screen right now, as well as a 5th which comes from a music disc, and I really like the idea of Relic. Do you want to hear it? See, it sounds like nothing. And then, oh yeah. Do 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 do. This genuinely, so like I know I'm a big C418 purist. This might be the best music disc in Minecraft. It's so good. Anyway, so we also have the sniffers, which you can see big here. We have camels, which you can see small here, and we have the pottery shards. Oh, they're pottery shards on Java, funnily enough. They're pottery shards here on Bedrock right now. That will change in that'll change in an upcoming update. But for now, pottery shards can make pottery, which is wonderful because then it will have the things from the shards on it, which is really, really interesting. So now that we've gone through the 9 basic features from this update, again, if you want a more detailed overview, I've got a whole video about that. I just don't want to retread the same ground. People have listened to it. Let's talk about the smaller side of 1.20, the Tales and Trails update. Some minor changes that are inside of this. So first things first, green particles appear when the player has the Hero of the Village effect. That's pretty fun. Gas fireballs are shot from their mouths instead of their eyes. That makes sense. Waterlogging sculk shriekers silences their shriek sound. That's really useful. Sugarcane and bamboo can be placed on moss blocks. That's pretty interesting. Broken elytras render as broken in the hand/item frame, being fixed. Chat message duration can now be set to longer than 3 seconds. Have you ever noticed when you type something, you type hi, it will show up in there, and at some point it vanishes. It doesn't feel like 3 seconds, it feels like forever when you want it to be gone. However, you can now change this if you really want to, and this is done in the accessibility settings. So we're talking about Minecraft Bedrock here. I know this menu intimidates Java players, but if you look at, there's just so much going on here, but if you look through the menu here, you'll see at the during accessibility, all sorts of text-to-speech options. You see text background opacity, but most interestingly, also glint strength and speed. This is important because Minecraft has seriously changed that, but you also see the notification duration and the chat message duration. I would say you want these set to free by default unless you're playing in a realm or a world or somewhere where you actually care about what people are saying. You want it to be gone as fast as possible. If I could set it to 0 seconds, well actually I can set it to 0 seconds. Fun fact, just go here and go to mute all chat, 0 seconds on there. But yeah, you can also mute emote chat here. There's lots of actually handy settings on Minecraft Bedrock you might not have known. Speaking of things that you should know, world thumbnails are now 2 times the resolution. I think I could easily show you this by showing you a world which I've updated since 1.20 and one I haven't. Here is the thumbnail from before. Look at Enchantments 2.0. I think that's a broken world, by the way. And now look at this current world. Do you see how much more detail you can see there? In fact, you'll probably see it a lot better from this huge thumbnail. You can actually read the sign from the thumbnail, and I can tell you the next feature is cherry leaves emit particles whenever they are placed. Whereas if I try to read you a sign from prior Minecraft updates, as you can see, it's super blurry. The whole world here, it's just really, it's like a JPEG. You know, maybe it is a JPEG even. I don't know how Minecraft works, but what I do know is that there are other 1.20 features you could care about. So, yeah, you should explore structures. By the way, that was a very fitting text we just saw. Show it again, Harrison. Thank you for the editing. This is a super fast video. I want to get out to show you about the update as quickly as possible, but you need to know that as well as the major features you've probably heard about, pink petals, which are found all over the new Cherry Grove biome, by the way, that's where the cherry trees come, can be crafted into pink dye, super useful. Signs can be waxed with honeycomb to prevent edits. This is a really fun one, because right now I could edit the sign text to say whatever I wanted, unless it was waxed, in which case you have to break the sign like previously. I think that's a handy feature. Camels can be bred with cactus, banners can be placed onto shields, and there are 4 new advancements. Do you want to see them? Before I show you those advancements, however, I would like to quickly mention that Minecraft Java has a new logo. It's also worth saying that in this update, if you're playing Bedrock, there is not 1.5 block sneaking yet. It looks like they're going to try and get that working at the same time as crawling and introduce that in a future update. Speaking of future update, it's worth saying that is also where the bundle will be, because that is also not found in this. It was found in the Java snapshots, but as a separate resource pack, so at some point maybe you see the bundle, but who knows? Speaking of things we don't know, I said there was 4 new achievements, but I was wrong. So to be clear here, there are 3 brand new achievements. Smithing with style, which is the most insanely hard achievement for any player doing in legit survival. You have to get all those trims, including silence, by the way. Oh, I'll be streaming me getting silence. Probably as this video is going live if you want to watch it as soon as you're done here. But as which, by the way, they give you a good reward for doing it. You get the blacksmith gauntlets. But I think the easier achievement of making a decorated pot out of 4 pottery shards and getting the pottery disguise is actually much better. These are of course both Bedrock exclusives. Most of the things I've been mentioning have been for both, but there are no character creator items for Java players. However, also if you play with a custom skin on Bedrock, I like my Ocelot, I'm quite fond of him, you can't put any character creator items on them, so you might not even care about it. Speaking of things you might not care about, mobs which are considered too large to fit in a boat will be ejected from all existing boats upon loading the world in 1.20, e.g. horses. This is because a lot of players knew about the change to horses, and so put them in boats before the update, before they made them not fit in there, and so they've deliberately ejected all mobs which are too large for boats. I think that's like, I don't know, does it even make sense? Are you even really achieving anything? The answer is yes, they are. So with that said, yeah, Minecraft has had an update, and it is a surprisingly big one. I think a lot of people are torn about the size of this. Like, some people say, wow, it's incredible we have a new update, and some people go, wow, this is a year worth of content. But I think when you compare it to 1.19, I think it comes across pretty favorably. We have 2 brand new mobs. We have all these new, trails you can go across the world to get, i.e. finding the new structures. And if you'll get this right, there's even a brand new type of tail. Because if we find my camel, I don't know where he is. He has a tail, I swear. You gotta believe me that the camel has a tail. Look at the camel model, he's cute. Don't look at the camel that I made myself. Yeah, don't look at him. Look at the camel model, and you can see he has a tail, which is why this is called the Tails and Trails update. You can't question that. That's just a fact. Speaking of facts, this is one of the interesting updates because it is a big milestone for Minecraft, hitting 1.20. Obviously, there are lots of questions about what comes next immediately. I would say you don't have to worry about those. Just enjoy the update. But if you do want to know, there is going to be another update coming within the next few weeks, very shortly, and that's going to include at least one new feature that wasn't ready for this finished game. So with that said, let's talk about that more as it comes. For now, Why don't sheep have tails? Why don't sniffers have tails? Why don't I have a tail? Okay, I have a tail. I'm the Tails and Trails update now, and if you want to see more about more Minecraft updates in the future, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. It's a great way to stay up to date with the latest Minecraft news. Did you know there was an update coming soon? Did you know that 1.21 is announced just a few months from now? If you don't know about all that stuff and you want to make sure you're up to date, subscribing to the channel is the best way to do so. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Mate. That's just so I could rhyme with update. I think people have been enjoying the rhymes recently. I'm glad. Goodbye. Look, I'm a sniffer. It's so believable, right? Look how believably I'm a sniffer. Maybe not.